expect from the end of the Mentalist first season?
The wrap-up won't be a wrap-up necessarily, because you want to keep the viewers kind of interested in what's going to happen in the next year. But certainly with the show, the serialized element with the serial killer, the Red John character, it's a very personal final episode where the Red John character is very close, and it's a kind of a cat and mouse game that goes on. So it's with our show we have a departure every now and then from the basic kind of principle of what the procedure is with which crime of the week. There is a crime within this, but it's more of it lands more on the Patrick Jane character, this story.
Laurence, you're on a hit show at CSI, and how do you think the show has changed, if at all, since you've come on board?
That's a really good question. I don't know really how much the show has changed since I've come on, except, obviously, William Peterson, Gil Grissom is not there. Laurence Fishburne, Professor Langston is. We're making these beautiful little murder mysteries every week, and the star of the show is Discovery. That hasn't changed. I don't think that will change. So.
Well, you've had this year has been sort of a breakout year for you on this show, and you're everywhere. You're sexiest man covers, that kind of thing. Has that changed you at all?
Totally. I'm so much sexier now. So much sexier. My wife can't handle it.
How are you even sitting next to him? He's so sexy.
It's really hard.
It's pretty hard.
I'm trying. He's burning a hole, right? It's a little bit.
But you must.
No, you know what?
It's got to totally change your life.
It's hilarious. It's really hilarious. If this was my first gig, it may land a little differently, but
Sure.
I'm 2 months away from turning 40. I've been doing this for nearly 20 years, which is half the time this guy's been doing it. But it's long enough to know how the beast works and what it is, and to not beat myself up about all this sort of attention, and just go to work and do it.
Just a random question. If you guys could come up with a TV show idea on your own, what would you come up with?
It would be the show that stars Simon Baker, Laurence Fishburne, Bryan Cranston, Michael C. Hall, and Bill Paxton, all as
no vampires, no
night shooting, and we all would take turns being the lead of the show every week, so that the other ones could go off and be with their families, and it would be scripted by the best writers working in television today, and it would be about what?
I think it'd be interesting to have, like you say, every character each week. It's a similar story from a different from the other character's point of view.
Interesting.
So you explore it.
So there's an event, and we see.
You write one great story. And you basically relive it 5 different times.
Right.
There's 5 of us, wasn't there?
There's 5 of us.
5 different times.
Not bad. All right.